Today we are looking at a portable monitor. This is the KYY K5 4K portable monitor. So this is a 4K UHD portable monitor with a 3840 by 2160 resolution. It's 15.6 inches, so let's open it up and test it out. Alrighty, so in the box you do have one USB-C to USB-C cable, one HDMI to mini HDMI cable. Looks like a USB-A to USB-C. This is usually for power if you are using the HDMI, so I'll put those together, as well as a power brick here for that power. So in general, I've used portable monitors before, but they're always like, 1080. They're pretty decent. Some are pretty basic budget, some are midstream, but this is like a 4K and a 15.5 inch screen. It does have a magnetic back plate here to be able to hold on this stand, but it also does have a VESA mount. Now you can use that VESA mount in a couple of different ways, right? You can put it on the wall with a standard TV wall mount, or you can go ahead and put in like a mini PC on the back of here and make this sort of an all-in-one computer. So in this mode, it is a screen protector, so you want to be able to protect that 4K screen when you're traveling, but you can then open it up and it'll lock into the little grooves here to make sure it doesn't slide out, and that's pretty standard for these types of cases. Now, the one other cool thing about this portable monitor and a lot of the different portable monitors is it only requires one cable. So we'll go ahead and take this one USB-C cable that provides both video and power to the monitor. Now, I do want to say that if you use the HDMI, I always give a disclaimer that HDMI does not have enough power running through it to power a monitor like this or any portable monitor. So if you're going to use HDMI from your computer to here, you have to supplement it with power, and that's why they give you this cable and the power brick. But for the test today, we're just going to go ahead and use the all-in-one cable here, which is the USB-C. So looking at the monitor itself, as far as like the hardware buttons go on the side here, you have your 3.5 millimeter audio output port. You have your plus and minus button for when you're changing in brightness or anything like that. You have your menu button, which is here in the middle, and your power and back button. Here are the ports here. You have two USB-C and you have your mini HDMI. Both of these are full function ports, so if you do have two different computers you want to hook up and HDMI, you can swap between them. Now for this test, I'm going to use this 11.5 inch mini PC here. It's sort of like a laptop convertible. I did a review on that. I'll toss the link for you to be able to go watch that if you want. My biggest concern about this small tablet, and this is a one cable solution, but when you get into the higher power needs of like a 4K or a much larger portable monitor, this takes a little bit more power. All of your devices that have USB-C out provide different amounts of power. I'm concerned that the one I'm about to test here doesn't have enough power to power this monitor. But that's an important part that I want to show you. A lot of people will pick these things up and think, oh, they're broken or they're not working, so let's give this a test. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and I'm hoping it will recognize it right away. And it does recognize it, but what's happening right now is that my little tiny portable laptop thing here does not have enough power to power this monitor. So what I'm going to do is add supplemental power. And it immediately starts working. So that's something you need to know. You don't want to buy this, think it's not working, and send it back. You need to know you might add power based on the device that you're using. And it is also a good idea to remember that when you are using external power, it's a very good idea to add that power first before you plug in the video signal. That will make sure that the device recognizes it. These are all just small little things that you might find while using these monitors, any sort of portable monitor like this. I'm just giving you these tips because I've done a bunch of these reviews and I know. All right, so now we're up and running, and you can see that there are black bars on the right and the left. That's because this PC is running at a lower resolution than the best resolution for this. So let's go ahead and hit extend these displays. All right, now there's no more black bars. Keep these settings. And what I'm going to do here, and I've got a bit of a glare, I need to adjust this to make sure that you can kind of maybe see what I'm doing on this screen. So what I'm doing is selecting monitor number 2. If you identify, it'll show you which monitor is which. And then I can click on this and scroll down and take a look at what the resolution is. So we currently are on 4K resolution for this monitor here, 60 Hertz. And wow, this looks nice. I'm going to turn the brightness down just a little bit, only because my top camera does not handle these bright monitors. This sucker is very vibrant and very nice looking. Now, right off the bat, I am noticing that this does have a very nice matte screen. So the difference is you can see here that this has a reflective screen, which is a really hard edge. This has kind of like a matte screen. Now, as far as the glare goes, this light over here to my right is very, very bright. So it's always going to show up, but you can kind of see the difference in the screens here versus here. So I'm going to go ahead and load up YouTube here. This is basically playing a 4K video. There are speakers in the monitor itself, so they sound pretty good, but it just doesn't pick up very well on my microphone. Now, what I've noticed from using this just through this little test here is that the brightness and the color replication is really, really nice. It's very difficult when it comes across YouTube onto your screen to see exactly what I'm seeing here. This does have a higher brightness level of 400 nits, and that makes it so that you can really, like I said, I already turned this down and it still looks really good. To complement like the 4K, it also has a wider color gamut. It has HDR with 17 million display colors. I also did notice that the bezel isn't plastic, 0.3-inch full alloy design. Yeah, I noticed that it wasn't just plastic. Like a lot of them are plastic, but this is, you know, got a really nice, hold it up here. It's got a really nice metal finish to it, as you can see here on the screen. And that's just really adding to the benefit of this monitor. Now, because this does have all the standard connections you would need for a portable monitor, that means it's compatible with PlayStation, Switch, Xbox, Wii, Steam Deck, any sort of portable computer. Has the HDMI for your normal computer. So this definitely has everything that you would need for a portable setup. And I'll leave you with one sort of technical goodie thought, right? I've looked at a lot of these portable monitors, and you can go out and buy the cheapo one for, you know, 90 bucks, but it's going to be a cheaper one. The color's going to look like crap. It's going to be very difficult to see because it's 1080p and small. When it comes to portable monitors, KYY has been in the business for a while, and this is extremely nice. Take a look at the price point. I'll leave the description down below with the link. I think it's definitely worth the price that you're getting. So the price to value of what you have here, if 4K portable monitor is something you need for your setup, I don't think you can go wrong. So I hope this helped you out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you'd like to see more reviews, tech hauls, Temu, all that kind of stuff, I do a lot of fun stuff. So please subscribe. I'd love to see you back. At least hit that like button. But until next time, this is Carl from Techful Goodies, and I'm out.